Back now at 8:13 this morning on Today's Health, something better than Botox. In just a few months, the FDA is expected to approve the first competitor to Botox. It is called Relaxin, and it promises to add a new wrinkle to the beauty brattle. Here's NBC's Michelle Kaczynski.
Why don't you frown for me? Good.
In the relentless battle against the wrinkle,
Okay, relax.
comes a new weapon for those trenches. Could this top secret little bottle hold something even better than Botox?
It's time that we have something that lasts a little bit longer, and I'm hoping that the minute the FDA approves this, I'll be able to use it in my practice.
Dr. Leslie Bauman says Relaxin is better. She led the clinical trials on hundreds of patients and says it kicks in faster, about 2 days versus 7 with Botox, and lasts longer, about 5 months.
The doctor was very surprised, actually. She's like, wow.
Clinical trials are paid for by drug companies, but Bauman also did the trials for Botox, and the Relaxin doctors say their conclusions are backed up by data audited by the FDA.
So I'm ready for more.
Sharon Jo Nachman volunteered her face for the clinical trial. She said she could see the difference between her results and those of her friends who used Botox.
My treatment lasted a lot longer.
And doctors expect Relaxin to cost less. It's made from the same substance as Botox and has been used for years in Europe and South America under the name Dysport. For 3 years, University of Miami researchers kept this stuff under lock and key during their trials. They can't even show us what the label looks like. But the FDA will decide what kind of claims the company can actually make and whether Relaxin can say that it lasts longer or acts faster than its #1 rival, Botox.
Competition makes things better.
Something many patients have been waiting for, too, since the price of Botox has been going up. Last year, sales were more than $1 billion. Allergan, the maker of Botox, says they're well-suited to compete with Relaxin in the United States, as we've done so for the last 18 years in other markets. Adding a little warning, physicians should not assume that they can use another product such as Relaxin and get the same precise and predictable results with the same safety profile as they do with Botox. Well, American housewives should be able to make that decision for themselves very, very soon. But until the FDA approves it, under padlock in this lab, it will stay. For today, Michelle Kaczynski, NBC News, Miami.
Dr. Nancy Snyderman is NBC's chief medical editor. Dr. Nancy Snyderman, good morning.
Hello,
Here
Ann.
we go again.
Here
Now,
we go
this
again.
is still a neurotoxin like Botox, right?
It is the botulinum toxin. It's just sort of it's a new take on it. It is the first kid on the block to give Botox a real competition.
So in terms of difference, we just heard from Michelle Kaczynski that that it basically might last longer.
Right.
Are these claims proven?
Well, here's what our expert we spoke to last night said. It will start earlier. So instead of waiting 3 to 5 days, as women do for Botox to set in, this starts 1 to 3 days. I think there's still some controversy as to how long it will last. Some people say it lasts about 3 months and then you have to go back to the doctor. Other people say that once you start using it regularly, you may get up to 6 months. So if Relaxin really lasts longer than Botox, that I have to wait to see. But no doubt, it starts acting sooner.
But what about one of the big knocks on Botox, that it actually freezes your expression? I mean, do we have any evidence so far that's not true with Relaxin?
Well, they work the same way. They paralyze the muscle. So if you don't like those lines up there and you want to make sure that they don't turn into long-term wrinkles, then that's where you get it. Some people get it for crow's feet. We've used it for medicinal purposes, for voice box problems in the past. It all works the same way. But the most important thing to remember is it's temporary. It will wear off. It doesn't paralyze anything forever. And boy, is this stuff safe. It really has been run through the ringer. It's been around for 25 years. It's just that some of us weren't smart enough to see how big a deal it was going to be for cosmetic stuff, because we've been using it for mainstream medicine for almost 3 decades now.
Okay, but will it be cheaper? Do we have any?
No, that's it. I think you're going to see a marketing battle. I think this is going to come in cheaper. They're going to try to sort of swamp doctors' offices. And right now, Botox costs $350 to $500. Watch for a price war. I bet that's what.
So this
they're
is
gonna
terrific.
say.
This is good
Oh,
news
I think
for
it's
women
good
who use it.
competition.
Okay, well, that's
Absolutely.
good news. Some good news this morning.
It's going to
from
be a
Dr.
price
Nancy
war for the
Snyderman.
women who want this stuff.
All right. Okay. Thank you so
You bet.
much, Nancy.